Hello, what is the most important equation in classical mechanics? It's probably F equals dp dt or F equals ma. The question is this equation derivable? Is there some fundamental principle from which we can arrive at that? To answer that, let us first learn something called principle of least action. Let's say an object goes from point A to point B. The principle says that there's something called action which is constant, like energy. Let's say I have a ball here and I want it to go from here to here. And let's say I throw it at a specific velocity at this particular angle. Now, how will the ball travel? It's gonna take a specific path, right? That path. Now, why did the ball take that exact path? Why not something like that? Well, you might say that the Earth's gravitational force is making the ball travel like that, in that path. That's one way to look at it. An equivalent but different way is to say that the ball took that path because it chose the best or the most efficient path. What do you mean by the most efficient path? Is it the quickest path or something like that? No, not the quickest path, but something else. Let me explain. Let's say you want to go from one point to another and you would like to keep the distance minimum. How would you do that? You would take the straight line path, right? Now the ball was also trying to minimize something. Not distance, but something else called action. Before I tell you what action is, let me write down a bizarre looking quantity. Kinetic energy minus potential energy. If there was a plus there, it would be the total energy, but no, it is a minus. Now this quantity here is called the Lagrangian, denoted by the letter L. When a body is traveling from one point to another, we calculate the Lagrangian at every instant of time. Once we do that, we sum that up, and that sum is called action. Since there are infinite terms there, we can write action in a slightly different way. We can write action as the integral of Lagrangian. These are really the same things, it's just written in a different way. Now that we have action, we need to minimize it. That's what the principle of least action says. So we minimize it using some calculus, and what we get is a scary looking equation like this. Whoa, what is this equation? Actually, it's just trying to tell you, guess what? F equals ma. If it's the same as F equals ma, why are we studying it? That's because in a lot of complex situations, it's a lot more simpler to use this equation than F equals ma. Also, you know where it comes from the principle of least action. You don't know where F equals ma comes from. The point is, there are many ways to look at the world. Newtonian way is what you're used to. This is the new Lagrangian way.